You know what? I like the excitement, the energy our guys have. They're excited to be out there, excited to play some football. We threw a lot out at guys today on both sides of the ball. Older guys, I thought, they kind of picked up where we left off. Younger guys are trying to figure out, what's going on because it happens kind of fast for them. But overall, pretty good. It's hard to tell without any pads sometimes. I don't think you get a lot of realistic looks, but energy, effort, the excitement, I thought that was pretty good.
How would you rate the team's health after the offseason? Some of the guys available or not?
Good, yeah. We got. You're always going to get in through spring. You're going to have guys nicked up and all that stuff. But for us, there's a lot of guys. Sometimes we'll protect. You guys will see that too in scrimmages. We protect guys and ask guys to do certain things. You're going to rest other guys in other situations.
Can you talk about what it was like to get back out there again?
Great for me. I love being out there on the field. That's what we love to do. And the guys on the team, they love to play football. And not that they don't like winter conditioning and lifting weights and running sprints and all that stuff, but they really love to play the game. So the opportunity to get back out there and go play some football is fun.
I know last spring a lot of young guys replaced a bunch of seniors. This year, a little more veterans. Does that change the dynamic at all? What y'all do?
No, we're installing pretty quickly. I think the dynamic, I guess, makes you go home and feel better that guys know what's going on out there on the field. There's not as much confusion. You'll see. You will see the significant drop. I think when the ones go, twos go, then threes go, and when you get out here and practice a lot, you wholesale change threes. Those are some guys that are really developmental guys. They're still really learning what's going on. Probably, some maybe are looking to get an opportunity to get some reps this year, or some that are just looking to learn the system and still maybe further away. So, practice sometimes it brings it up and down. You look at the ones go and you say, oh, that's pretty good football being played. The twos go and that's pretty good football. When you get to the threes now, because you don't usually wholesale change groups, but. Those guys are they're still picking up, but it's good to have the ones and twos. I felt pretty good about.
How does the chemistry and everything work out with Ryan today? Just working over with you.
Good. Well, we'll find out. Not like he's never been yelled at by me before, so I'm sure.
He's got new quarterbacks, so you got to see on the field.
Yeah, I think things with him, he's going to coach them up. There's some things that he's you always want to get working on. With guys, Dak right now I don't know that he's 100% out there. A little, coming off a little twinged groin and also, but just when there's things like that, you protect them out there on the field, and you don't have them do everything that's going on. But I think they'll come along pretty good. I think Nick, it's great. That's the benefit of being able here to go through spring ball. He's getting to come before the bowl game. This wasn't practice number one for him. He's at least been at a practice before. But to say that, he was kind of holding on at the bowl game. Now it's getting installed, so he's learning it for the first time, and he'll pick it up pretty quickly.
Just the fact of having Dak back out here, obviously he missed all the fun practice last year.
Yeah, he did. Who do we have last year? Tyler and
that was it.
You, some walk-ons. It's good to have a couple guys out there, and good for him. I thought he got through some reads fairly well today for day one. You got a couple things. We threw a couple new things in, and obviously when he'll get the reps, he'll get that down faster.
De'Arrington, what?
Have a kind of a different attitude than last in the fall. Maybe not attitude, but he just seemed comfortable. He seemed to have kind of an aura about him.
Well, I think one, he got to play, made some plays, made some big plays during last season, so comes back with some confidence. As a guy that was almost starting by the end of the year, or getting starter reps at the end of the year. So, as you come back as a returning starter, I think there's a lot more confidence in you. I think he's still a young player. There's a bunch of things he still has to learn. But I think you see he's confident. He understands the system. You call plays. He knows what's going on out there on the field.
Christian Holmes kind of let.
Biggest goal this spring?
Our biggest goal this spring as a team? There's a bunch. One, I want to see guys just be able to play with relentless effort on every single snap. I want to see us reach our potential every single day, which means, guys that play to their level. Don't, even older guys, sometimes they get in a rut and go through the motions to be the best that they possibly can be every day and learn the hows. or the what to do, the how to do it, and the why to do it is a huge one for us as well.
Christian kind of considered possibly dropping for his senior year, but he's back out there and back at linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, Christian's a good program guy because he's, you're looking at someone that he has a role on the team. He knows his role. He might not be a starting linebacker, but he knows, a special teams player, plays on a lot of our special teams. I think, at the end of the year, guys look at it and, he was top 40 on the team in reps last year. Now most of them were special teams. But when you look at total number of snaps played, he played a lot of snaps last year. So I think, when guys look back sometimes and they look at things, they realize, hey, you know what, I have a significant role. I'm playing a lot of plays. Everybody wants to be starting All-American. But when you're going to have a great team, everybody understands their role and does their job to the best of their ability. And that's when you have the opportunity to have a great team.
In that same vein, what led to Rufus Warren bumping up 30 pounds and now being an O-line?
Yeah, that it was pretty easy to bump up 30 pounds right there. You know what I mean? He was always fighting to keep his weight down. Hopefully we have some depth at tight end now. We're young on the offensive line. You look at the opportunity for him, instead of really battling to keep his weight down, he didn't have to work to put on. He's 295 today, and that didn't take a whole lot of work. That just, he got to go eat what he felt like at dinner one night, and he was there. So, but give him an opportunity to be a real athletic guy. Making that move with his natural size, give him an opportunity to compete for playing time at that right tackle spot.
With Perk on, how big is this the spring for a guy like Josh Robinson?
That's huge. The confidence in being the every down guy, of understanding doing all the little things the right way when it comes to pass protection, routes. I would know he can run the ball pretty well, but, doing all the other little things is really important.
Is he a guy that almost brings that juice to the offensive side of the ball? I saw him talking all the time. He even gave you a little shove.
He does. He's got a lot of energy to him. He likes to talk. But it is, it's good to have those guys and, and the excitement that he plays with, and then, the thing is now, he kind of went from he's going from 2 to 1. Now we got to find out who the 2's going to be with him at that, that the guys that you can trust to get in there. Maybe there'll be hopefully we get to the point where we have 1, 2, and 3, and maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 like we've had in the past.
After his setbacks, was it good to see Fernando Bahana back out on the field again?
It was. We're going to protect him. We went pads today. We'll see how he adjusts and how he feels. When he's a guy that's had a couple concussions and didn't get over it the right way, and so missed all of last season. But hopefully it is something that he can actually come back and play for a senior year next year.
What was it like for you seeing Brian Johnson, who you recruited at 16, and now he's out here working with Dak Prescott? You obviously recruited, now working with your guys.
It's fun,
Yeah.
I guess it makes me feel old, because he was a little guy I recruited a couple of years ago. Now he's out here coaching with us. I guess I must be getting old, but no, it's fun. I think Brian does a good job. He understands the game. Very smart coach. Has played the position, played in big games, in big moments, has made things happen. A guy that didn't have a big NFL deal, understands how to utilize your talents to become successful. And I think he was always a very fundamentally really sound guy and had to use his fundamentals to have a lot of success. So it's great as a coach for him to pass that on.
Didn't see D. Arrington out there. What's going on with him right now?
Right now, a medical issue with him, and he, I'm not sure if he'll be back next season or not. He might be done with the hamstring, all the issues he had. He just never was able to get over it. So, but that's something to be seen for the future.
All right.